Ladies and gentlemen, BTS Suga is back. Alright, let's do an update on the military countdown. Wow, this is historical. Man, can you believe it? Alright, from D1 to D-Day. And at the end of this video, I will get rid of the last countdown. The last member to be discharged from their military service or mandatory service. Speaking of D-Day, I went for a run this morning and I listened to Suga's solo album, D-Day, front to back. It just felt so special. Especially D-Day, future's gonna be okay. And then life goes on. Life goes on. Yeah, we've come a long way, man. Alright, and Suga left a Weverse message, so let's read it and then I'll draw a translation. But we knew. So there was an exclusive article yesterday released by News One saying Suga completes social service. On the 18th, BTS now fully back from military hiatus. So it says that BTS Suga has officially wrapped up his social service duties by using his remaining vacation days. With this, all 7 BTS members have now completed their military-related service, marking the end of the group's military hiatus. According to News One report on the 19th, Suga used up his remaining leave and effectively finished his duties on the 18th when he clocked out for the last time. This means that he will no longer need to report to his post. The use of his annual leave was confirmed to be a standard, legitimate vacation. Although his official discharge date remains the 21st, his service is practically over. And now, on June 21st, today, it is now officially done. The article also said Suga began his social service on September 22nd, 2023. While serving, he also completed his basic military training at a boot camp. And now that Suga service is essentially done, BTS is once again able to regroup as a full unit in public life. Just recently, on the 13th, June 13th, fans spotted Suga attending J-Hope's solo concert, wearing a beanie and mask to quietly cheer him on, a sight that further fueled anticipation for BTS full comeback. And yeah, once again, he's back, officially. So let's read Suga's Weverse message that he left at 10:52 a.m. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 반갑습니다. 슈가입니다. 한 2년 만이네요. 다들 어떻게 잘 지내셨나요? 오늘부로 소집 해제되어서 여러분께 오랜만에 인사드립니다. 기다려왔던 날이기도 하고 정말 오랜만이라 어떻게 인사드려야 하나 고민이 많았습니다. 무엇보다 가장 먼저 그동안 기다려주신 팬 여러분께 진심으로 감사하다고 이야기해드리고 싶었습니다. 정말 보고 싶었습니다. 저는 2년 동안 저 스스로에 대해 생각해보는 시간을 가졌던 것 같습니다. 특히나 오랫동안 제가 해왔던 이 일들과는 잠시 거리를 두고 한 발짝 떨어진 자리에 있어 봐야겠다는 마음도 있었습니다. 그동안 앞만 보고 달려오면서 저 자신을 돌아보지 못했는데 이번 시간을 통해 스스로 다시 돌아보는 계기가 되었습니다. 아미 여러분, 기다려주셔서 감사하고 감사합니다. He repeated that word twice. Thank you. 그리고 작년에 있었던 일로 실망과 심려를 끼쳐드려서 죄송합니다. 무엇보다 팬분들의 마음을 다치게 했다는 점이 너무 속상했습니다. 저 때문에 각자의 자리에서 마음이 무거웠을 멤버들에게도 미안했습니다. 앞으로 더더욱 여러분이 주신 사랑에 보답할 수 있도록 노력하겠습니다. 사랑합니다, 여러분. 종종 소식 전하겠습니다. So, natural translation, Suga said, hello everyone, it's been a while. This is Suga. It's been about 2 years, hasn't it? How have you all been? As of today, I'm officially discharged, so I wanted to come here and say hello after such a long time. I've been waiting for this day too, and because it's been so long, I thought a lot about how I should greet you all. Most of all, I really wanted to thank our fans first. Thank you so much for waiting. I really missed you. Over these past 2 years, I think I had some time to reflect on myself. I also felt I needed to step away, even just a little, from what I've been doing for so long and look at things from a different place. I had been running forward without really looking back, and this time gave me a chance to pause and look inward again. Army, thank you so much for waiting. really thank you and thank you. And I'm sorry for the disappointment and concern I caused with what happened last year. Now, we're going to talk about this a little bit later. More than anything, it hurt me the most to know that I had hurt your hearts. I also feel sorry toward the members who must have felt burdens in their own ways because of me. From now on, I'll work even harder to give back the love you have given me. I love you all. I'll keep in touch from time to time. Said Suga. So, yeah, I don't know what you felt about this message, but it felt, very genuinely him. Humble, honest, and careful with his words, because you can sense that he's been carrying a lot on his mind these past 2 years. Not just about himself, but about how his actions affected ARMY and the members. And the way he apologizes and thanks everyone shows he really means it, without any fluff. And what stands out most to me is how he says he needed distance to look at himself properly. Suga is always introspective, always trying to understand himself better so he can keep creating music that's truthful. And also the closing line, I love you all. I'll keep in touch from time to time, is comforting. It doesn't overpromise. I know a lot of fans are waiting to hear him talk through a Weverse streaming. And was it last week? I carefully predicted that he might not do Weverse live streaming, unlike other members who got discharged from the military, through celebratory events, because due to the nature of the service that he did. But at the same time, I also kind of hoped that he would do a Weverse live, but I'm not disappointed at all because I don't know. I just cannot explain, but it's very understandable that he said hello through this simple message, right? So he doesn't overpromise, and at the same time, he feels sincere when he says that I love you and I'll keep in touch from time to time. He's grounding himself before coming back fully, and you can tell that he's ready to reconnect. But he's doing it at his own pace. And I hope that I totally believe that ARMYs understand that as well and giving him the time that he needs, as always. And, it makes me even more curious about what stories he's going to tell through his next work and next project and through his lyrics and music. So that was that, and it's especially meaningful given the fact that the last time we heard from him was through the apology letter that he posted twice because of the incident. And yeah, the ARMYs and the BTS members have gone through a lot. But now, today is a very celebratory day. A lot of ARMYs are around HYBE headquarters right now. Is audio on? Music trucks. Yeah, and when he said, is there anything? One of the lines reminded me of this song. 우리 인사하자 bye 아닌 hello. Let's greet each other not with bye but with hello. So 오랜만에 인사드립니다. 어떻게 인사드려야 하나 고민이 많았습니다. When he said that, I've been waiting for this day too, and because it's been so long, I thought a lot about how I should greet you all. But ARMYs are super excited, and yeah, there are a lot of fan projects around the HYBE buildings in Yongsan, Seoul City. Future is gonna be okay. This is awesome. Purple Love, Purple Paradise. I love it. And then what is this? Current situation at the back of HYBE. A lot of ARMYs are actually here. Welcome home, Yoongi. We love you, Yoongi. BTS is back. Suga and BTS airship for BTS is back at Yeouido Hangang Park, Seoul. How about this? Army are here. Yeah. Perhaps armies were waiting for Suga to, I don't know, arrive at the HYBE headquarters building. Truck after truck of support. Army still arriving. It's honestly so heartwarming. We are finally 7 again. Wow, how many trucks are there? Yeah. So it's definitely heartwarming, and hopefully that armies weren't disappointed about the fact that he didn't show up in person or didn't do live. But nevertheless, I think these armies gathering together in front of high buildings itself is a celebration, and it shows they can show to Suga, BTS members, and to the world, to Korea, that they've been waiting for this day, and they are still expressing their full love and support for BTS, and especially for Suga, who got officially discharged from today. And this particular user said, "We would also like to share that this location right in front of HYBE holds deep significance for us. What was once a path marked by painful memories will now bloom with love, pride, and admiration for Yoongi." And the reason why this user said the painful memories is because, let's just talk about this briefly, because Suga also mentioned it in his letter, right, about last year's incident, because that path last year was where the protest trucks were located, and even these funeral wreaths. And after Suga left this Weverse message, I was wondering how the Korean media would report on this, write articles about it. And of course, they would include the word 음주운전, DUI, as part of their articles. Nothing surprising, given their nature. But yeah, the scooter incident was never as simple as headlines made it seem. Yes, he made a mistake, but owned up to it immediately. But what followed was something else entirely. Reporters camping for a shaming photo and misleading surveillance clips by JTBC, that in footage, and hashtags demanding he quit BTS, and even manipulated fan attacks, later revealed to be fueled by other fandoms posing as ARMY. So there we go. Who knows? But this happens though, so we gotta be aware that sometimes when there are people who claim that they are armies and then say bad things about BTS members and demand that they leave, sometimes it's actually someone else entirely posing as armies. And sometimes it could get so political in this scene, in this industry. So just gotta be aware of that from here on, because I just gotta say, it's an exciting time, the beginning of the new chapter. But at the same time, it's not gonna be all rosy and bubbly, and it's gonna be thorny at the same time. So we gotta just stay level-headed and classy, and then protect each other and protect the artists that we love, and protect each other, I just want to say. And so last year was pretty tough for BTS, the ARMY, the HYBE company, and for everyone. And it was a perfect storm, I gotta say. It turned into a public feeding frenzy. Just look at these traumatic photos. And in that climate, any apology could feel futile. And actually a French media reported on this whole situation last year, right? Disinformation, pressures, what's going on with Suga of BTS, and harshly criticizing the way Korean media reported on this whole issue. And yet, in this letter that Suga has just left, he chooses to say sorry again, directly to the people who matter to him most. He doesn't dodge responsibility, doesn't justify, and doesn't posture. He also mentions feeling bad for the other members, which says a lot. To him, the worst part wasn't the headlines, but the idea that he burdened his brothers and fans. So, to me, it was admirable as how plainly he says he used his time to step back from, what I've been doing for so long. His work, his music, and his fame, and just be with himself. So you can tell that he didn't want to rush back with like flashy promises or forced cheer. Instead, he reappears quietly and honestly, and a little raw. So this letter felt very Suga. So hopefully those armies who showed up in front of headquarters once again understand the whole thing and do not feel disappointed. And I'm pretty sure they are nevertheless happy on this day, right? And that's what makes fans stick with BTS, right? The honesty. He doesn't pretend to be flawless. BTS doesn't pretend to be flawless. Yet he owns up and tries to grow, and that's the case with the whole BTS members, right? So yeah, we have come a long way. BTS is back, Suga is back, and once again, the start of the new chapter. And it just reminded me of when I first started this channel. I think when did I begin the countdown? So look at here. At the time, only 4 days left until Jin's discharge, but 378 days left. This was the day when Jungkook dropped the single Never Let Go to celebrate the BTS Festa. But now we are here, the day. So let's celebrate by removing the countdown. D-Day. Alright, so it's been a journey. Alright, and last but not least, I just wanted to play the song that I made, when was it? A couple months ago, to celebrate BTS, especially the 10th anniversary of 화양연화.
Yeah, 벌써 2025 지난 1년 반 더 별난 일들이 참 많아 so I'm not gonna lie 우릴 갈라놓고 나 탈퇴를 바라는 건 싹 다 잡아가 그려주고 봐 사랑과 평화 이 모든 happening도 지나면 다 걸음이지 Let me 지난 J to B, C, CCTV 수많은 hater들이 결국 우리 하적거리가 되듯이 June 21st is when we be free
June 21st, that's when we be free. And today, we are so back. Alright, so let me know what you thought about this letter Weverse post. And I'm looking forward to the next time, or the first time that these members will be back and talk to the fans for the first time as a full group. Okay? We'll see. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And if there's any updates, I'll make a video accordingly. So, see you again. Peace and love. Let's stay positive, respectful, and classy. Congratulations to Suga and all BTS members for officially being back as a full group, getting discharged from their mandatory service. Peace and love. Bye.